up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Higgs Fishing. So pretty excited. We purchased our second kayak, my wife's kayak. We got the old Town Sportsman 106 powered by Minn Kota. It's the powered Sportsman 45-pound thrust Minn Kota motor. It's the little brother to the other two, the Autopilot 120 and 136. So pretty excited about it. It's a great day. We're going to get it out here on Lake Ackworth and test it. But on top of that, a buddy of mine texted me last night and wanted to do some crappie fishing. So today we're going to get out here. We're going to test this kayak. But we're also going to meet up at the Ackworth Shad Shack, and we're going to get some live bait. So it's been a long week, pretty tired, and it's a great way to end the week. We're going to do some live bait crappie fishing. We're not doing a tournament. There's no stress. There's no extra anything. We're just going to go get some live bait, put the live bait in the water, and let the live bait do the work. On top of that, when we get it in the water, I'm going to do a full test of this Old Town 106 powered by Minn Kota. Drive it around, show you guys how it works, how it doesn't work. We'll do a setup later whenever I figure out how we're going to do a fishing setup on this thing, because like I said in the unboxing, it's a little different. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not sure if this is all going to be one video or two, to be honest with you guys. So we'll see how it goes. We're just going to film all of it and see how it goes. So let's get higgy with it. Let's get higgy with it. What's up, guys? We finally made it out. So we went to Clark Creek boat ramp today. So we're gonna put in and try to do some crappie fishing. Like I said on the way over here, today's gonna be a fun day. We are not doing a tournament, so we already, maybe started partaking a little bit, appropriately, responsibly, before we get on the water. Real quick, let me show you guys something as it pertains to the new boat.
2500 has no freaking power.
This dude over here, man, he's been trying to get this boat out for like 30 minutes. This is crazy. All right, guys, so real quick setup.
Freaking 20-foot boat.
Like I said, don't judge me, because I didn't have this. This is not set up yet for the way I want to fish it, so I tried to throw all this together. Didn't do any setup last night. So today's live.
He's lazy.
So today's live bait day. Here you go, the Old Town Sportsman 106 powered by Minn Kota. So what we're going to do today, we got everything set up the way we want it. Got the camera just in the front so I can talk to you guys. We're going to test this thing out, test the motor out. One thing I will say, lessons learned, we did a little bit of a setup here. We also got, so today live bait, so I'm using the live well in here. We got ice in here, I'm not using my tiny bubbles. And then I've got some minnows in here. When we get it down,
Forgot batteries.
when we get it down to the lake, I'm going to put the motor down and put the minnows in front of me. Yes, I forgot batteries, got it. One thing I will say, product review for this, is if you're going to use the C-Tug and you get the 106 powered by Minn Kota, I have seen a lot of people on the forums mention that this is an issue, and I finally figured out why myself. Barely sits on there. Barely. You can see where the lips are barely hanging in there because of the hole design. That's why a lot of people, when they buy these, get the Wilderness Systems kayak cart, but that's $225 like I've talked about before in another one. We just spent $2,800 on this joker, so I ain't trying to spend all that right now. So we're gonna probably rig something up with PVCs to figure that out. So like I said, we're gonna get out here on the water, and then y'all have seen this perception at this point. It's quite obvious that everybody loves his perception, because the perception video is the #1 by far, and it's like 1.2 thousand views. It's only been up there a month. But anyway, all right, beautiful day. Check it out.
It's awesome.
Check it out. We're getting on the water. Let's do it. Anyway, all right, guys. So, first thing I'm gonna say, I like this open concept. I told you guys I like the center console when I did my Sea Ghost, and I do. It's just 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. It depends on what you're doing. I can already tell you right now, there's nothing wrong with this setup the way it is. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to set my stuff up. And it's rigging's going to be a problem because of the open console concept. But I like that the hatch is right there, and if I put something in it, I can get it. I don't have to get out of the boat to get it. I just go right there and get it. Like in a Sea Ghost, it's very difficult to reset front hatch. Very difficult to reset front hatch. Let's make sure we get this jumper hooked up. We're going crappie fishing. We're not doing tournaments, but I still got my catch tray because DNR tells you what size crappie you can keep them, right? So you can't just throw fish in here all willy-nilly. All right, boys, here we go. I'm stoked about this. Here we go. All right, now I got to get the rudder in the water. Rudder's in the water. All right, here we go. So get her squared away. Go hit the gas, baby. Here we go. Reverse. Oh man, yeah. This joker, it's a little slow in reverse. It's a little slow, but that's okay. Oh, no. Well, I've got it. I've intentionally not got it locked down because I was told, watch a lot of videos on this, and I've been told by some folks, man, if you don't know where the bottom is, you don't want to lock it down because if you lock it down, what's going to happen is you might hit a stop or something, you might mess up the motor. You don't want to break that prop. Alright, here we go. We're in reverse. Now let's kick it into forward here. Woo! Here we go, boys. We're going to race. You want to race? Woo! Yeah! This is a move. Oh man, check that out. Look at that turning rate. Look at that turning rate. Woo! Man, this is an awesome boat. This boat is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I am so stoked. And I got a, we bought a lithium ion 100 amp hour battery. So I ought to have enough battery life to make it all day. So here we go. Good first test. We're going to do some fishing today. I'm pretty stoked. Pretty stoked. This is awesome. This is pretty sweet. So next thing we're going to do, for all you at KBF out there fishing tournaments, I'm gonna mothership the shit out of him here in a minute, because we ain't doing a tournament. Alright, for everybody who complains, you know, KBF, haha, we're not doing a tournament today, boys. We're about to mothership this joker. Let's see what this 45-pound thrust motor can do. Clean it up. Everybody watches my channel, seen the perception.
Go real slow, because last time when I was holding it, it went sideways.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Here we go, mothership, boys.
Keep turning.
There. There we go, bump it. Man, for some doggone. That's better. Alright, here we go. If I yank him and mess his boat up or mess mine up, I'm about to catch it live on camera, so.
Don't yank it.
I'm trying not to. The wind is knocking me around, so it don't matter. Out here it's so windy today, it don't matter if you got a motor or paddle. It's going to be a rough day.
sideways. Slow down.
Oh, I got it. Relax. Relax, I got that over here. Alright.
Keep going.
Here we go. Mothership. It's about to tighten up. Does it tighten up?
It's tight.
Game on. Throttle's all the way down now. Let's go, boys. You going sideways?
No, but you're going to shore.
I'm just trying to get you away from that tree. Woo! This is what mother shipping looks like, boys. This is fishing. Oh, we ain't fishing. We're just jacking around, putting beer on the lake. Good. That's a grown man. Oh! Ooh, turtle. It's either a turtle or a water mouse. Either one. We saw something. Hell, I'll take it. Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, what's the miles per hour?
3.6.
So he's going 3.6 miles an hour. 3.5? That's pretty good. 3.5 miles an hour with him behind me. We did it once with the Bixby, and the Bixby only clocked to like 3.8 with all that weight behind him.
I can't do all my work.
Makes it a little easier.
That's reasonable bad.
I ain't trying to paddle. It's way too much work. Woo! That's not bad. This is 45 pound thrust. 3.5 miles an hour with all that weight behind it. That's not bad. Check this out. This thing is like the most stable short.
Crap.
It's the most stable short boat I've ever been in. Like, you don't even need a stainless stitch strap for this. Like, you don't need it. Like, it's not necessary. You just stand up. Like, and I don't feel like this thing is not gonna flip. I'm literally, watch this. One leg up.
I'm pulling you. Why the hell am I pulling you?
One leg up. Ready? One leg up. Can't really balance on the right leg. This is a phenomenal boat. I love this boat. Alright guys, we're going to close this review out in the garage. It got kind of windy out there, so real quick, everybody has their own categories, their own things they want to look at when you talk about a new boat. For this boat, and for most boats, I keep it to 4. Stability, maneuverability, fishability, and riggability. Alright, so we're not going to do fishability and riggability, but like I said in the video, stability I give it a 10 out of 10. You saw me stand up. I stood up on one foot. Now that was a little wobbly, but I don't have good balance right now. And in these kayaks, there's initial stability, which is that tipping feeling, and then the secondary stability, which is when you're about to go over it and then it stops itself. The way the holes are designed, there's usually secondary stability. When I was on one foot, I didn't get to secondary stability at all. So 10 out of 10, I didn't even feel at all like I was going to fall out of the kayak, let alone the kayak flip over. Maneuverability, give it a 9 out of 10, and that's just because for this one in reverse, it doesn't necessarily maneuver that great. But I think Old Town kind of figured it out, because in the autopilot 120 and 136, you have spot lock and you also have 360, so you can literally just do a 360 in the boat. That's also why you spend a grand less for this than you do for the other two. So 9 out of 10 for maneuverability, and like I said, for the other two, I'm going to kind of leave those for later. Like I've said before, for this boat, we're going to start slowly do a series on rigging it up. So Old Town intentionally built this boat so that you can buy it off the shelf and you do not have to rig it up. That is the point of this boat. That's why it is so expensive. There are already through-hole wiring kits for all the stuff you want to wire. So we're going to actually rig it up the way they intended to rig it and do that challenge. I haven't seen a whole lot of people do unboxings and look at these things all the time on YouTube, but nobody takes the time to really look into how do I rig this out, because honestly I don't know why, and I'm sure plenty of people, just like with the Seaghost, want to know how to do it, but they don't want to invest $2,800 until they can figure out if they can rig it up the way they want to rig it up. So we're going to try that. Really loved it. One of my favorite things today, go back and rewind, I towed Wildman, his Perception Outlaw, and we were still clocking 3.5 miles an hour. That was insane. This motor is insane. I absolutely love it. Fell in love with it from the minute I got in it. So, like I said, if you're looking for a boat like I was, and you decide, okay, I can't afford a boat or whatever, or you're like us and you're in a metro area and you don't have the storage space for a boat, You don't want to spend $300 a month to 15 grand for the boat, and then 300 to store it in a gravel parking lot somewhere. All you're doing is fishing. This is only $2,800, and you can store it. You're also saving $300 a month. You're not storing it somewhere else or in slip or wherever. So if you're like me and you just like the adventure part of fishing, and you've got buddies you're going to go out with and so on and so forth, I would highly suggest looking into this kayak. It was very convenient. It was a lot of fun to be out there on the water and fish. It took a lot of the work out of it once you get it to the water, and it was totally worth it. I'm totally in love with this boat. This is a 5 to 6 year boat, and we're definitely going to keep it for 5 to 6 years. So, like I always say, guys, if you're getting something out of this channel, hit like, hit subscribe. If you have any other questions on the boat, put them down below. Like I say every week, have a great week, Higgs Nation. Stay higgy with it.